Good morning and happy November, Mustangs. Today is Friday, November 1st, and it's an S5 day. The SAT word of the day is muted, which means quiet and soft. For lunch today, we have mac and cheese. On the show today, we have a story and an interview with the boys' football captain. So sit back and relax because NHS Update starts right now.
Good morning, Mustangs, and welcome to the show. I'm Juliana O'Neill.
And I'm Joey Demeray. Let's get started with some announcements. SATs and subject tests are this Saturday at NHS. Students taking the test should arrive between 7:30 and 7:40 with pencils, a calculator, admission ticket, and an additional photo ID. The school doors will lock at 8 a.m., and no students will be able to enter after that time. No cell phones will be permitted in the testing site. Testing rooms will be posted in the main hallway. See Mrs. Cartland in guidance with any questions. Next up, we sit down with an NHS student who's turned his passion for Star Wars into an interesting hobby. Here's Thomas Harder with the story.
Senior Anthony Venuto says his art is inspired by the Star Wars universe.
I make at least one helmet a year. I've made a Mandalorian helmet from the Rebel series, a Clone Commando, a Shock Trooper, a Boba Fett, and then I have a clone ARF Trooper downstairs, which I'm currently working on.
Venuto specializes in recreating the helmets worn by different Star Wars characters. He says after making them for 4 years, he's got the technique down.
I get a template for the design and I cut out pieces of paper and I cut it out in the foam, and then I take those pieces of foam out, I shape them in certain ways. I either hot glue them or use contact cement. I use a heat gun to mold them so they can be bendy, and then eventually they come together.
Venuto says he first got the idea to make a Star Wars helmet after he saw some videos on YouTube.
I came across this group called the 501st Legion, which is a Star Wars costuming group, which they basically go around and do charity events in Star Wars costumes, and I found out that you can make or buy kits to make helmets, and I really love Star Wars, and so I really wanted to try it out.
Star Wars has been part of Venuto's life since as far back as he can remember, when he and his dad first started watching the movies. His mom, Christine, says she's the one who turned them on to it.
My husband never watched Star Wars when we were kids. I grew up with Star Wars. I have all the original 1970 toys. But my husband had never watched it, so the two of them started watching it together.
My entire mom's side of my family absolutely loves Star Wars, so I was kind of forced into it.
Venuto's mom says helmet building has cost her a few dollars in materials, but she's always interested to see what he comes up with next.
I think his best helmet that he's done so far has been the Mandalorian. He took it and made it his own. It was still the Mandalorian helmet, but he added some scuffing and some other items that made it a little bit more unique.
Venuto says he's always liked building things, and while he's just making helmets as a hobby right now, he's been thinking about potential career paths.
I really enjoy engineering and working with my hands, so I want to, if I could, possibly prop making and or set making for movies and anything like that would be really fun. I joined the robotics and engineering program because I enjoyed making the helmets and I enjoy making and building things, so I thought it was a perfect fit and I've been really enjoying it.
But no matter how his career eventually turns out, Venuto says his love for sci-fi is something that will never change, and he's counting the days until The Rise of Skywalker hits theaters.
I am absolutely going to see the new Star Wars movie in December as soon as possible.
To keep up with Anthony Venuto's helmet designs, be sure to keep an eye out for him in the NHS halls. Reporting for Mustang Media, I'm Thomas Harder.
Thanks, Thomas. For more stories like that, check out the latest episode of Mustang Magazine. The National Honor Society is meeting after school on Tuesday in the GSU Lecture Hall. Members who cannot attend should see Miss Newman. Also, the next SAD meeting is after school on Wednesday in room 103. All are welcome.
Student Council will be hosting the November Service Day this Sunday from 11 to 2 in the NHS CAF. Volunteers will put together donation materials and make cards for the VA in West Roxbury. All interested students should check their emails to sign up or to see a list of items to donate.
Don't forget, junior and senior girls interested in playing in the Powder Puff game need to sign up with Miss Glynn by today. The cost to pay is $10. Now we have the football captains in the studio to talk about the first tournament game tomorrow. Here's Will Levesque with the interview.
Good morning, Mustangs. I'm Will Levesque here with the football captains, Aiden Pryor, Teddy Willett, and Connor Sheehan. All right, so Connor, can you tell me about the game tomorrow?
It's at 2 at the high school, and we're just focused on beating Silver Lake.
All right, and Teddy, what's the theme for tomorrow?
We're really just focused on beating Silver Lake.
All right, and how you feeling about the big game tomorrow?
We're just focused on beating Silver Lake.
All right, now here's Allie McDonough with your sports update.
Good morning, Mustangs. I'm Allie McDonough here with your sports update. There were no games yesterday and there are no games today, but football has their first tournament game at home tomorrow against Silver Lake at 2 p.m. Tickets are $5 for students and seniors and $7 for adults. Make sure to go out and support. There's a girls' hockey meeting in the library after school on Monday. Anyone interested in playing should attend. Also, winter sports registration is now open. All athletes should sign up through the Aspen Parent Portal. Go to nordmustangs.com for registration instructions. Finally, next Tuesday, Mr. Longley will hold a brief winter sports information meeting immediately after school in the auditorium. All winter athletes are encouraged to attend. That's all we have for sports. For more Mustang sports content, be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at UStangSports and check us out on ustangs.com. Now, back to the desk.
And that's all we have for today as well. Don't forget to check us out online at mustang.media. Hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat.
Have a great weekend, Mustangs.